is the first match of the weekend here in the Canadian Premier League, and the conditions from the campus of York Lions Stadium in North York, Ontario could not be any better. It is match number 41 of the season, featuring York United and Pacific. Two sides very familiar with each other through a home-and-home, if you will, situation back at Starlight Stadium, and then the Canadian Championship quarterfinal that ended in penalty kick heartbreak for Pacific. York would prevail 4-3 from the spot to book their place in the semifinals in a match that will take place on Wednesday. But we turn our attention back to the Canadian Premier League, and it is the first time that Pacific has made this trek out to York Lions Stadium since August of 2019. Lots has changed in that moment, and lots has changed since the last time these sides went head-to-head, as Pacific now finds themselves outside of the top spot on the table, having been eclipsed by Cavalry. Olympic qualifying tournament. Only missed one game this year. He gets the start today, and we are underway in North York. It is Pacific who kick off first. He's won the throw. Quickly taken into the box, Gutierrez. Try to reel it in, Didic clears, but not far enough. It's a lovely ball in from Abzi, going to ground was Cabrera. Does Dean have any final CPL magic for us today? It's a decent delivery, little too much of a curl on it, as Wilson was making that back post run. 6 black and white shirts in the area. It's in. First header from Cabrera, circling back Elwiro. With advantage being played. Hernandez to Ensa. In for Ferrari, cross towards the spot. Di Rosario, the header. Just high of target. I think right now Pacific would be content to keep this scoreline heading into the second half and just have to battle the 10 outfield players in Giantsopolis and not Mother Nature as well in half number 2. Ensa, too much underneath it. Floats harmlessly over Callum Irving's goal. Maybe it's a spark that can ignite this offense. Just a little bit timid right now in Pacific. Even in that moment, you see Dadaluk on the right wing. Usually he's at full sprint, trying to make that run. Cabrera defends Dadaluk well, but he bounces off that challenge, as well as the effort from Abzi. Ricci to Bustos on his left foot, a strike at Giantsopolis. Gets down in time, he was shuffling to his left. It's the first shot on target of the match for Pacific. Cabrera puts his body on the line. Johnson at the pivot, finds Abzi. Kane joins Cabrera in the box, the ball's played in, back post, oh my word! A sitter for Ferrari! What a brilliant run it was! So unfortunate that that's not in the back of the net. Abzi doing what Abzi does best. For Ferrari, Johnston in a half space, but it's the pass for Ensa. Looking Cabrera, good ball again, blocked by Didic. Second effort kept along the ground. Johnston, the closest teammate to it. Here's Hernandez. Abzi receives, Johnston lets it roll. Abzi, a touch in the box. Abzi, the shot! Oh, he misses the near post. Bustos tries to keep it away from him, but just so quick. To qualify the Canadians for their first U20 World Cup since 2007, as well as potentially get them in to the 2024 Olympic Games. Abzi turns Dadaluk around, goes at Irving, falling back towards the goal line, and just keeps it over. Dixon for Bustos. Spins Johnston around, lovely bit of football from Bustos on goal. Giantsopolis gets hands to it, has to run out of his box. Conservative play from Johnston as they go laterally to the right side of the pitch. And 3 blasts of the whistle from Philip Dujic will officially end Dean Abzi's Canadian Premier League career, and the emotions and the fatigue hit him right away. He was brilliant today, but there were no goals to be found. The goalless drought continues for York United, despite some grade A chances, both from Abzi